Everybody, welcome to Orion's Diary. Thank you for joining me here today. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you feel. If you're just passing by, I ask that you like the video anyway. You guys already know the drill. Helps get these messages out there to people who really need it. Not only that, I want to ask that you take what resonates with you and what don't, leave it at the door. Just walk out the door. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So today's topic is going to be the journey. Life's journey. Life is not easy, as we all know. Anybody who's an adult, even a child, will know that life is not easy, that it brings about obstacles in your path that you have to sit and navigate, right? And you may get over that obstacle, you may not. And life will continue to throw that one particular obstacle or those obstacles that you did not conquer in the first place in your midst, so that you can conquer them for soul growth and for this journey. Okay, we come here on earth to learn for soul growth. Okay, that's first and foremost. Second, people will come into your life for your own personal soul growth, and you will come into other people's life for their soul growth. A lot of times, you know, we say to ourselves, okay, we're born alone and we're going to die alone, which is a fact. Okay. We're on this journey for our own personal soul growth. We are individuals, and nobody can really help you, but they can ease the pain of some of the hardships that you may face in this journey, so to speak. Okay, you're gonna have to go through obstacles. It's like a baby, you know what I mean? You look at a baby and you're trying to teach it how to walk, right? You want so much to walk for your child, but you can't. You have to realize that that child has to learn how to walk on its own. I mean, you may give it a little aid, help it stand up a little bit, hold it, put your hand around the baby. It's like, oh, there's a little wobble there. I see a little wobble. You got it. You got it. And that's what other people in your life are supposed to be for you. They're supposed to be able to help you when you're wobbly. You ain't got your sea legs yet. You wobbly. They're supposed to be able to help you. They can't walk for you, and you cannot walk for them, better yet. But you can help each other on this journey when you don't have your sea legs. You need somebody in this life who understands you, who can see the bigger picture as a whole. A lot of times, everybody can't see the bigger picture as a whole, or where you're going, or where you're headed. They can't see it. You know where you're going, because for you, you have to have tunnel vision. You know what I mean? And you're doing this, but you need somebody around you who knows that there is danger around you to alert you, right? Like a wolf pack. I always talk about the wolf. Is also one of my spirit animals. My spirit animal shapeshifts. Yes, I believe in spirit animals. I believe in a lot of different things. I'm a bit unorthodox, right, than the most people. But if you look at the wolf pack, people think wolves are vicious creatures and that they're mean, that they don't care about anything else but what they want. But that's not true. Wolves are actually very gentle creatures. Wolves will avoid a fight, okay, physical fight. They'll send signals, they'll send growls like back up, I'm not feeling this right now, before they go on the attack. Wolves are not aggressive. Wolves travel in a pack. Okay? They will never leave one man down or one wolf down. They're always going to fight for their family, for their friends, their pack. That's their pack. Better yet, they send signals to each other. The howl. There's many different howls. People think that there's only one howl. There's a defensive howl. There's a howl to let other people know, and other wolves know around you, hey, this is my territory. Back off. Or when they need to look for one another, they send a different howl. And that's what your friends, your family is supposed to be for you. They're supposed to howl and let you know, hey, you got this tunnel vision, and that's great, but there's enemies around you. You can't just go straight ahead. So know that you can walk straight, but I'm near you. And don't worry, but I got your back. I got your back. That's what a wolf does. So that's what that wolf does. Alerts that other wolf of danger. Okay? A pack stands together and stands strong. Your pack don't have to always be your family. It could be good friends. It could be anybody. But one thing a wolf don't do is back down. And that's what I'm saying. In life, you cannot back down from this journey. There are people in this world who think that this life is too difficult and they can't handle it. Life in general is not for the faint of heart. We came down here to this earth in this flesh, in this vessel for a reason. You are not your flesh. You are not your body. But you are your soul and your spirit. And the journey for us is to let our spirit and our soul shine outward and not allow this life, this rigorous life, to tear us down. You may say, hey, you know what? I thought this person was my friend. I thought this person had my back, and come to find out, they really didn't. You like, well, what good are you? What are you here for? But the truth is, you're in that person's life for a reason. A lot of times, the certain person that you are, you will attract people who are down and out in your life. You will attract people who don't have the best attitude or don't have your best interest at heart. And the reason why they don't have your best interest at heart is because they don't have their own best interest at heart. So you're thinking, hey, this is a good friend, but in reality, you're there to help them for their soul growth. Do you learn lessons along the way? Absolutely. But being a certain type of person who harnesses a certain type of energy, you're always going to attract people who aren't happy with themselves, who are not happy with the life that they live. They got stuff going on. They got skeletons in their closet. And they expect you to have the same skeletons. But that's not true. We all may have some skeletons in our closet. Sometimes people hide things more than others. But the truth at the end of the day is that you're here for other people as well. Your journey may be to help other people. And so you will attract these type of people to uplift them, to show them right from wrong, that there is no gray area. You may be in somebody else's life to show them, to be their lookout man. And you have to know that your lookout man will come. Your wolf that will alert you, sending different howls, will come in your path. There may be few, far and few, but they will come. They will be there. And believe me, you don't need a whole bunch of friends. Some people, all they do is hang around a whole bunch of people all the time. Why? Because they're missing something. They're trying to fill an empty void. That's why they hang around a lot of different people. You hanging around multiple different types of people with multiple different types of energies and personalities. What does that really say about you? Maybe that you don't know who you are. Maybe that you're searching for something and you need somebody to fill it. So you're going to hang around all these different groups of people so that you can figure out what's missing in your life. And it's easy for people in life to point the finger at somebody else. But remember what I told y'all in my last videos, and some of my first videos, when someone points the finger at someone else, you're really pointing the finger at yourself. Yeah, absolutely. You can't point the finger at somebody else and not look at your own situation. Now, yes, sometimes people need to be accountable for their own stuff, but at the same time, you do have to look at yourself. Look at oneself and see, am I the issue? Am I the major factor in all these disruptions and all this destruction amongst other people's lives? Am I that factor? Am I the one to help people in their life? And am I the best person and the best influence for other people? Nobody said that you was being God. You could be God-like. Okay? Because we are God's children. And so if you are God's children, then you are like demigods here. God sends other beings to do God's work. Okay? Point blank, period. God sends angels to do God's work. Sometimes God can't always be around to answer your prayers, so he will send another individual, another light being, God-like, to go do God's work. Not saying that you were God, but you can help out. Like I said, like angels. I pray to God, and I also pray to angels. I pray to warrior angels at that. Like the Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Raphael for healing. There are archangels for love, Archangel Shamuel. Okay? There are different angels for different things. And there are different light beings out here, different prophets out here. God whispers things in your ear. Angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors whisper things in your ear so that you can help other people out. So that you know which way to turn. So don't think that God set you out on this journey alone. Yeah, you got to walk that walk by yourself at the end of the day. But you will have like-minded and like-spirited human beings and other like-minded spirited beings, point blank, period. Light beings. Light beings. That will help you out. And you will help them out. Everybody comes in and out of your life for a reason. Like the old folks used to say, there's a reason and a season. And that's just the honest truth. And those people who are not for you, God and the angels will shield you from them and say, you know what? You're not even worth the help. You're not even worth them being in your life so that you can help them out sometimes. Because some people, they'll never see it. They'll never see that hand, that invisible hand that's giving them something to help them out. People don't think like that. Why? Because half the world is not aware. The world is still asleep. So you out here like, dang, you know what I'm saying? People really suck today. You know what I mean? Like I said in my last video, that old man fell, busted up his face, and nobody's seen it. Why? Because they're not aware. Everybody's stuck in that goldfish effect. That fishbowl effect. They keep swimming around in circles. They don't know that there's a whole vast ocean out there and other things for them to discover because of you swimming in circles. Stop swimming in circles. And so, if you're an aware being, it takes you to help other people be aware of their circumstances and the issues going around in them and in their life so that they can wake up and help other people. Once the light hits you, it's going to hit everything else. Believe that. You need somebody who is like you in this journey so that you don't feel alone. There's always somebody who knows you the best, who understands you the best, who gets where you're coming from. You know? So don't feel like you're alone. Like I said, this is your journey and you ultimately have to walk that path. You have to. You have to awaken that spirit within you and let that inner knowledge shine out to everybody else. You might help somebody else out who was like, dang, I was having a really bad day, but then here you come along and you made me feel better about my situation. You made me feel better about the situation at hand and about myself. So thank you. And you might not even ever see that human being ever again, but just know you did them a major service. So be aware of issues. Be aware of yourself, most of all. A lot of people are not aware of themselves, so they can't be aware of other situations. And don't expect them to be aware of other situations if they're not aware of themselves, if they can't help themselves, if they don't see anything wrong about themselves. Practice self-reflection. I know that I'm not always the greatest human being, but I try to do my best. I know that I make mistakes. I know what those mistakes are. Why? Because I'm aware of it. Practice self-awareness. Okay? Peace, blessings, love, and light. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.